Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Last Guy's Adventures. I am Daniel, your host, and in this episode I actually take my kayak right off the beach down in Naples and I paddle offshore looking for tripletail. I knew there were crab pots out there, so I just started paddling out until I started seeing them, trolling some baits behind me. So stay tuned and see what I catch. Please subscribe guys and enjoy. For those of you who have caught tripletail, this was my attempt to go out and get one. I'd gone out of this place down in Wiggins Pass and just kind of went off early in the morning. As you can tell from the picture and just that first video, the water was calm as could be for most part of the morning. So I ended up just paddling out probably about a mile offshore and was looking for crab pots when I stumbled across a few mackerel. For anyone that doesn't know, this in my hands is a Spanish mackerel. This is a small one, and any of them I caught in this day were small. I was using the Schminnow, little white baitfish pattern again, and they do have a mouthful of teeth, so usually people are either using a lot thicker monofilament line or they are using wire, which is really smart when going after the Spanish mackerel, the king mackerel, or barracuda, just because most of the time you end up losing your line. Or your bait or your fly, whatever happens, they cut it. Now me, I usually just use 20-pound test, and when I'm fly fishing, I haven't lost nearly as many as I've caught just using monofilament, but if you are new to it, I do recommend using a little bit of wire leader. All you need is about 6 inches, and yeah, that'll pretty much do it. This guy was also caught on the Schminnow. Somewhere along here I switched it up to a clouser. But this is, shiny, flashy, up near the surface, and they were just coming up and trying to take it out. Now you can obviously use your fingers to get it out, but sometimes you gotta use pliers. Just make sure to be careful of the teeth. They are very, very sharp. Now I know that I said I was going for tripletail originally, but when I was out here, each time I was casting, I was kind of going in between me cycling through the crab pots. Tripletail are a species that they love structure, so a lot of times you can find them floating around anything. On the west coast over here, usually we'll find them on crab pots. They come in a bunch of different sizes, but really good eating and really good fighting from what I've heard. Now what I'm doing here is I'm using a clouser, which is a weighted fly, and it was a white and green pattern. Kind of imitate a greenback. So you cast it out and you let it sink, and with its lead eyes it sinks lower in the water column. And it's kind of a slower strip to it, and it got shine to it as well, and little feisty one, and he liked it.
Gosh, man. Literally just tore this thing to shreds.
That's another thing too, when you're going after truthy critters, your flies, you better tie a lot of them, because more than likely they're just going to be torn up within a matter of at least one fish, but then you get a couple more in there.
Alright, so been to probably 25 pots, and now finally see my first tripletail chilling on a pot. Oh, and he went for it. Might be too close.
It's kind of hard to see him, but he's the dark spot right around where the rope is and the buoy. And they just kind of sit there just like that. Sometimes they almost sit completely sideways, just
First encounter.
right underneath the water.
That was cool. Round two. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's almost always a guarantee when you finally see the fish you're looking for that your line gets messed up and either causes you to waste time or scare the fish off.
Dang it. I think he's on me.
Now, unfortunately in this video I didn't actually get a triple tail, but I did encounter my first one. Here there's actually a bait pod that I saw on the way back in, so I wanted to get some cool footage of it. Yeah, you know, that's fishing for you, but don't worry, there will be a video where I did get my first triple tail and a couple cool encounters there. So stay tuned, guys, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.